What if your symbolic scale of deeds is tied? So we know that if the good deeds are heavier, you're saved. We know that if your sins are heavier, then you may not be saved, unless Allah forgives you. What if it's equal? Your hasanat equal your sayyat. According to our hadith, what happens? Allah will put His mercy on the side of the good deeds and you will be saved. So even if you don't have more good deeds than bad deeds, they're equal, Allah will still forgive you because He is Arhamar Rahimeen. Now when we talk about the hisab and how Allah will question you about everything that you did, there is one very striking hadith over here. This hadith states, يفتح للعبد يوم القيامة على كل يوم من أيام عمره 24 خزانة. On the day of judgment, for every day of your life, Allah will open 24 boxes. عدد ساعات الليل والنهار. We have 24 hours during the day and night. On the day of judgment, for each day, 24 boxes will be presented in front of you. Some of those boxes you will find filled with light, filled with joy. Basically, the hadith states there's so much joy, symbolically of course, there's so much light in that box. If that light would be taken to planet Earth and given to the people of Earth, the entire population of the Earth would be jovial, would be happy. That's how much happiness it carries with it. Allah knows what's in that box. This is beyond our comprehension. He will ask, oh Allah, what did I do to deserve this box? Allah will tell him, in that hour, on so-and-so day, from 9 to 10 a.m., you were in my obedience. So this box is for you. And then He'll open another box. It's darkness. It's full of darkness. And basically, the hadith states, if the darkness of that box would be projected on heaven, not earth, on the people of heaven, no one could enjoy His blessings in heaven. That's how miserably dark it is. Can you imagine the capacity of darkness here? That you're in heaven. If that box, one of those boxes, goes in heaven, it basically ruins the fun for the people of heaven. So with depression and sadness, He says, what is that? Allah tells him, you spent that hour in my disobedience. And then a third type of boxes are those that are just empty. There's nothing in them. So he says, oh Allah, what is this? Allah tells him, these are the hours that you spent, not in my obedience, not in my disobedience. You weren't doing anything. Nothing halal, nothing haram. Meaning nothing mustahab, nothing haram. So he will have hasra. He's like, I wish I would have filled those boxes. Now imagine, my dear brothers and sisters, remember when you talk about the day of judgment, one day, 50,000 years. If you're 60 years old, how many days is that? That's about 20,000 days. 20,000 days. And you times that by 24. There are 24 hours in each of those days. What's the math? 20,000 times 24. That's about 500,000, 500,000, right? If you're 60 years old, you have about 500,000 boxes to open. How long does that take? It's a difficult day. It's a hot day. There's hunger and thirst on that day. And you have to deal with 500,000 boxes. Can you imagine? That's why it's very important to dedicate everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to expedite that. Now those empty boxes, you said sleeping. What if you sleep on wudu in the state of ibadah and you sleep with the intention that I'm getting rest, so I wake up and do that which is right? What happens to your sleeping? It becomes ibadah. So remember, you as a believer, you don't have to have one empty box. You can fill each of them with Allah's obedience. So basically every hour of our day will be embodied there before us.